So yesterday we discussed about the TMS configuration, configuring the TMS from one system to configurations of the TMS transport routes, route layers. So these things we have configured yesterday, right? So these things we have configured yesterday. So how to configure the these things and everything we have done it. So now today we'll discuss about the one more part in the TMS configuration, how to create the transport request here, right? How to create request. First of all, how to create a request, how to create the request, and release the request here. So these are the two things here. Normally this will be performed by the our transport owners, whoever doing the configurations. So it means development teams and functional teams, they will take care of this one here. So how to create the transport request here, right? So here using the normally TMS configuration means domain controller configurations. Yesterday we created the domain controller and how to add the other systems into domain controller, any other systems. Then how to create the transport routes, how many types of transport routes, how many types of transport layers. We have the two types of transport layers. We have the two types of transport routes. So this configuration we have done it, right? So now, types of transport request, how to create the first of all transport request, how to create the transport request in SAP here, right? So here if you go to the so
Sir,
system.
sir, one doubt, sir. This will come in second step, right? How to create the transport request, or
Yes,
in one?
step one TMS configuration is done, then next one is the step two, so creation of the transport
Okay,
request.
okay, okay.
Step two is not under our control. It will be done by the development teams and functional teams here. Step three is our part. Step one, step three is our part. Step two is not our part. So, but even though we don't have any development teams here, so we can also create it. It's not a showstopper here. First of all, we need to check what is the domain controller system here. So NW1 is the domain controller. So here where is the path, graphical path, ECD NW1. NW1 is our domain controller here. So let's log into the domain controller. So let's verify the configuration first. Okay, so NW1 is domain controller, but the transport should go from the ECD to NW1, NW1 to PRD. So this is the navigation which we have. So then in this case, what we can do, we need to create that request in the ECD only, ECD only. So we have to create it here, ECD system only. We have to create the transport request here, right? So let me create it here. So ECD. So 000 we have to perform the configurations, but so any other clients we have to create the transport request here. In SE01 or SE09, SE01 or SE09 or SE10, any transaction code you can use to create the transport request here. Any transaction codes you can use it to create the transport request here, right? So while creating the transport request here, you see there are the types of requests. Just click on the create button, then there are the types of transport requests are available here. So customization request, workbench request, so transport of copies, right? Transport of copies, and these are the main things here, right? This is the object movement with the package, without package. This is normally rare cases people will use the last four options here. Transport of copies we use in the during the refresh time. During the refresh time, we will use this one. So this is the different use cases here, but most of the things will be used by the customization request or workbench request here. The customization request or workbench request here. So what is mean by customization request means here, That customization request is used for transporting the customizing transports, customizing settings like configuration data, image settings, activities. These things will do means client specific data we can transfer. Workbench request is used for transporting the development objects, code, screens, function modules. So all those things we will move to the here. It kind of a cross client data, client specific data, cross client data. That is called the client. Why? Because screen, functional modules, code that is applicable for the example. That is applicable for the all the clients, right? Customization means so configuration. Only this client specific configurations and image activities will comes under the so customization data here, right? So that is the one thing here, right? In the customization settings here, just select the customization here. So someone joining. Okay, you guys are admitting, that's fine. So here the customization request, workbench request here, right? Customization request, workbench request here, right? Just to select any one of the request here. If it is the client specific, then select the so customization request here. Then provide the request number here. Just to provide the request number here, right? So provide the request number here, right? In that case, provide the request number here, right? So in that request number here, just to provide the just to specific configuration data here, right? Yes. So client specific, so configuration here, client specific. Maybe you can maintain like what the change is this, some meaningful text. Suppose like some logical system, some code changes, something like that code changes, something like that you can maintain here, code changes. So like that you can maintain. Just click on the create save button here. It will create the one request here. It will create the one request here. So the request, the transport request is like a carry bag here, right? So the naming convention of the request is like so SID K9 and the number 5 digits number will be located here. Suppose NW1 ECD you are doing, then ECD K9 and the number ECD K9. So then we have the number. So there is a 5 digits number. Any one of the number will be generated here, right? That is the sequence will be followed, right? So this request it contains the objects. So we have to load. This is the carry bag it created. Then in the within the subtask here, this is a main task. This is the main task. This is the subtask here. Main task and subtask here. So in the subtask, we have to go to the actually this part is critical. That's why the development team will take care of the this part here. So development team will take care of the so creation of the transport request and release it. Why? Because they are the team to do the changes and everything, right? So here what they will do, they will add the object, some data, they will add it here. So they will go to the objects. So then they will write the syntax R3TR. Then what object they are trying to change here, what object they are trying to move the changes to the one system to another system, what screen, what field, what functional model, what report, what program, what table. So each and everything there is a type is there here, type of the objects here. These all are the object types are there here. There are the more than so 1,000 records are there. Whatever you want to transfer it here. So then you can just so use that one. You can create it here, right? So normally, so you can choose like table. Then you can copy the any one of the table entry. You can copy to this is the client table name means it's a cross client. It's applicable for the all the clients. So you are selecting the client specific one. So anything you can choose it. Otherwise, just to save it here, go back, then So here, this is the subtask. This is a main task. Once you added the data, so you need to add the objects here. You need to add the objects into the subtask here, right? So then once you added the object here, the person who created the transport request here, so they have to click the release the transport request here, right? First request creation, create request here, create, so request here, then so release, then release request here, release request here, then click on the import button here. So that is the option here. This will be done by us. So request creation will be done by the, so the development teams and functional teams, and release also them. So here request created, add the objects if required, then just do the release. We have to release it here, right? So when you release the transport request here, so normally whenever you are doing the this TMS configuration here, what will happen here in the trans directory, in the trans directory there, so there is a trans directory at operating system level here, USR SAP trans directory here. So in the trans directory we have the bin, buffer, co files, data files, EPS. These are the folders. These all are the folders which are they exist here. By default it will exist as part of the installation, it will be created. So trans directory. So the TMS configuration will use the TMS, entire TMS, it will use the this trans directory here. Who will use this trans directory means this TMS, whatever we are doing from yesterday and today, and this will be used by the, so this TMS here, right? So then here bin, bin is like a configuration directory here, configuration directory. So whatever we have done the configuration yesterday, TMS configuration, domain control configurations, adding the systems and with the, so the kind of a transport profiles configuration will be exist. This is the transport profiles. So system profiles are different. System profiles, it contains the RG10, RG11. Those are the different here. These are the transport profiles. It contains the transport. So transport configurations and everything here, right? So this will be generated when you are performing the TMS configuration systems, adding here, all the information will be created here in this screen in the trans bin directory here, right? TP domain, so test, so this will be created here, right? So these are the created. So you can see configuration files. This is called the TP configuration files, transport configuration files here. Okay. So then go to the bin is done. Buffer means the imported transport request. Suppose like you are going to import the some transport request here, those imported transport request will be in the, so those imported transport request will be in the, those imported transport request will be in the, so here in the buffers files here. Import buffer files means once the TR is released, it will be means request release. So if you release the request here, what will happen? That request will come to the buffer. Suppose example, how to release the request means select the request here. The first to click on that release button here, transport truck icon here. So task has been released. Then click on the, so main request here, release the main request here. Whenever it is released the main request here, it will release the co files and data files. Co files and data files will be released here. So which means co files and data files here. So whenever the TR is released here, so it will release the co files. Means the file will be generated as a 322.esd. So the SID and K9, and data file starts with the R9. Data file, it starts with the R9 here. So co files and data files will be released here, right? So whenever any transport request, suppose like the transport request you created, whenever you release, it will split the TR in TR will split into two files. It's a very important. Okay. The one is the co files. Second one is the data files here. So co files starts with the K9 number. Okay. The naming convention. K9, the number will start it here. Data file will starts with the R9 and the number R9 and a number will be generated here, right? So the request, the TR request will create, will release the request, will import. But here, whenever the backend, whenever you create the request, whenever you create the configuration first, the configuration will be saved into the in the bin directory. So you won't touch anything here, right? So configuration files. So buffer means so the imported transport request, the transports which are released, which are going to be imported, those will be in the here. Suppose like now you released the one transport request. If you open this one here, so there is a 322, right? This transport request got released, right? So like that in the sequence wise, all that request will be released here. In the sequence wise, all the request will be released. So this will be updated in the buffer file here. This is called the buffer files here, buffers, imported buffers here, right? So then, so TR will, when you release the TR will split into the two files here, co-files and data. Co-files means it starts with the K900322 here. 322 here, right? K900322. So data file starts with the R900322 here, right? So data file. If you go to the data file here, it's a R9, K9 and R9. These are the files splitted into the two files here, right? That is the main thing of the Go files and data files here that got created, right? So now TR got created here. So now you will get the email request released here. You will get the email saying that, hi basis team, could you please import the transport request into the target system NW1. Then what you need to do, you need to go to the NW1 system here. You need to log into the NW1 system here, right? Go to STMS transaction code, right? Click on the truck symbol, means import overview here. So transport request got created here. You need to import to the NW1. Then select the NW1 system here. Double click on the NW1 system. It will open the imported buffer, import buffer here, right? So see here, whatever the request you have 322 ECD K900322 request number got generated here. Then this request you want to import. Then select the request here. So there are the two truck icon here, right? One is the full load truck. This should not import. You should not click this button. Why? Because it will import the all the request and everything here. The next one is the semi-load truck button, which will import only the specific transport request only. This will import only the specific transport request only here, right? So then what you can do here, just click on the, so import only, just import the request here. Select the request, click on the import the request here, right? So which client you are going to import it, you need to select that client here, right? There are the multiple clients in the system. There are the multiple clients here, right? So you can choose the which client you want to import it. You can select that client, right? This is a TR import, transport request import procedure here. This is purely our work, basis work. Daily, we may have to import a number of requests here, right? So then select the target system, target client here. Then suppose you want to import the request immediately, yes, but you want to schedule the sometime, then you can schedule it here. But normally we will import it immediately. Click on the execution. In the execution, normally this is in the asynchronous mode only. So just click on the options here. In the options here, so these options are some important here. This will change, depends upon the company. So depends upon the project, right? So some companies, they will ask you to select the first four option, like means leave the request in the import queue. That is the default, it will select it. Import the request again, override the originals, right? Override the unconfirmed reports. So ignore the invalid component versions. So normally first four, last two or last one will select it here. So which means you want to request is now imported, you want to import the request again for future, then you can select this option. So there is a already the original object already exists. Now this code changes will override, then just you need to select the override the original changes here. Unconfirmed report, select it, click on the continue button here. Continue button here, click on the yes. Then so here what happened? TMS program error. So there is a error. So there is a, if you see here, there is a truck symbol is running. So import is running here. Currently, the import is running here, right? So here, so normally this is the way we have to do the import. And when you are importing, the truck is ended, then you will get the return code here. You will get the RC return code like this. You will get it out here. So in case of any errors, so it is taking longer time to import it here. See, the TR is taking longer time to import. So normally it is not finishing here, right? So normally it should get the status code. RC means return code, either zero. There are the four types of return codes are there here. Whenever you import the transport request, 0, 4, 8, 12. There are the four types of return codes here. So zero means here successfully imported. Zero means successfully imported here. 4 means successfully imported with warnings. So 0 or 4, you can ignore it here. 8 means the transport request is 8 means, so you need to check. So maybe one or more objects are having issues. This is function whoever the transport request. If the written code is 8, then you need to check with the developers only, right? The next one is 12 means it's a system issue, system error that we need to check it out here. System error, critical system error here means we need to check here. So normally what will happen here whenever the transport request is getting imported here, so they are the so system error. So they are the so main things are like whenever the TR is importing here, so the user should not be so RFC destinations, the TMS ADM, TMS SUP, TMS ADM, TMS SUP, RFC destination should work. Then the user should be working status here, the TMS ADM. Right, yesterday we done the configuration. It should be unlocked status here. Then there is a RDD IMP The job should be running status here. Should be running status here. Then we need to check the whether the job is running or not. So these three things are working fine. Then transport request will end immediately. The transport request will end immediately here. Right. So here there is no return code here. So it's immediately it's got cancelled. So because of there is some issue here, then we can check in the go to the request here, go to the TP system log, TP system log here, right? So TP system log here. So TP system log means what is the error message it will display. It is taking from the same trans directory only here. In the trans directory, you see here in the trans directory, so you have the data co-files. EPS means support packs related. ETC in that is fine. Log directory. It contains the logs. Any TP, any errors or any issues, then you can just refer the S log in the log folder. S log here. S log as log folder. You can refer it here. Right. That is the main important thing here. So remaining and all the normal, but only thing is the main directories are the bin, buffer, co-file, data file, log directory. These are the important directories here, right? So we need to check whether the TR is not importing means we need to check the which one is causing the issue here out of these three. So you need to system error, job is running or not. Most of the time, the jobs will not run. That is the main thing here. The job is not running. So that we have to check it out here, right? So then So something like error message, we say upgrade is running, no import possible. So someone doing something in the system here. So let's see what's happening in the system first of all. So job is not running means there should be a work background job work process. So there are the free background work process are there here. There are the free background work process are there in the systems here, right? So that is the main thing. There are the free background work process are there. It is fine. So then check the SM37, the job is running or not. There is a RDD IMPDP. This job should be running status here. So let's check whether this job is running or not. So if the job is not running, definitely, so job is released status only. Fine. Job is released status only. Then why it is not running? Check the RFC destinations. So RFC destinations are working or not here. Then go to the here the RFC destinations. Connection test. Okay. Connection test. Okay. Connection test is okay. So then, so everything is okay. So seems there is a upgrade is running, someone running something here. That's why it's saying that upgrade is running something like here. So RSUPZRES. That's file or directory. Okay. So let's import once again. Select it. Go to the your import queue, which system you are going to, you need to import that import queue here. Select the request. So click on the import button. So select the client, which client you are going to import. Then select the options here, which options you want to select, you can select it. So tomorrow when you join it here, then you need to ask them which one. So there is a TP error ended with the return code 00 here. So there are the log files here. You can check the log files here, what's happening. So there is no log file here. Import history, nothing is important. Import monitor, import key, import TP system log. Upgrade is running. No import possible. Upgrade is running. No import possible. What is that? So sometimes this kind of things will occur, right? So which means something is running in the background. When the upgrade is running, then you cannot do the imports here. That is the main thing here. You cannot import the request here. That is the one thing here. So in that case, so when the so mainly when the any upgrade or any add-ons or plugins are doing working in the system maintenance activities, you cannot import the transport request here. Same as like here as well, when you are, when the something is running in the back end, so we are trying to import the transport request here, it's not getting imported because of the error here, right? So same. So here because of the error message. So same thing here, you can see here. So you create the request, release the request, then it will generate the files into the co-files and data files. This is a very important. If the co-files are not data files are not generated, then TR is not imported here, right? When you import done, when the TR select the request, click on the import means you are importing the request into the target system here. This will be done in the source system. This import we have to do it in the target system here. Whenever you are doing so importing, there is a written codes here 04812. So 04 it's fine. 8 means so one or more objects area you can have to inform to the respective team, they will take care of. But 12 means we have to take care of the system issue. System issue means either the background job is not running status here, so maybe TMS ADM user issue or RF destinations are not working, that we have to check it out. Maximum the job will not run. So that's maybe the reason here. So then we need to release the jobs from the 000 client here. We need to release the jobs from the 000 client. So there is a report we have to execute it in case of the job is not running here. So what we have to do, just you can go to the, so which system you are going to import it here. So 000, then so there is a report in case of background job is not running here. So RDD new PP report we have to execute it. Remember this one, RDD new PP report, you have to schedule it from the 000 client. So most of the issues because of the job is not running. In case of job is not running, what you have to do, you need to schedule the report from RDD new PP report. You have to run it here. This will schedule the RDD IMPDP job will be scheduled here, right? Just schedule the job from 000 client here. That's it. Okay. That is what you have to do it in the systems here. Okay. So that is the thing you need to do it. The same thing you have done it now. Right. So in case of job not running, then you need to schedule the report from 000 client. What is that report? RDD new PP report. You have to schedule it here. This is the solution for that one. Right. So then we can import the request here. We can import the request here. But there is a upgrade. It's saying that upgrade is running something. So someone backend started the upgrade or something that's causing the issue. Let's take it out. Let me check here.
Sir, can you show one more time that
Which one?
RDD?
So there is a upgrade is in running. Mhm. Let me fix this issue. Okay, go to the 000 client, SA38. Just execute the RDD new PP report. You have to execute it. That's it. So the job will be scheduled. Okay. So whenever you click on the import button, the job will run. The job will running status here. That's what it will happen in the systems here. Okay. Correct the error, execute the step again. So there is a issue, standard output, return code. So this type of issues, sometimes it may occurs. Okay. So yeah, the transport control program ended with the TP, means TP, mainly TP ended. TP ended with, so error code 200, error code 200. So there is a written codes will come here. So why the TP is, so you can check the logs here. You can check the, so logs here, log overview, and you can check the TP output here. So here you can see the upgrade is running, no import is possible here. right? So clearly system is in upgrade. So someone started the upgrade activity when they are practicing, they have started the upgrade activities here, right? Some configure upgrade activities. In that case, we need to cancel that upgrade. Who is doing what, right? So then what I will do, I know how to do this one. Who is doing what here? For voice level, let me try to do the reset. This is our next topic actually. System upgrade activities is our next topic. Oh, so what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to, there is a someone abnormally started the some upgrade actually. So which causing the issues. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reset now. Because it's not in the downtime phase, I'm going to do the reset option here. Reset means revert back. So that, so we won't face anything here. Otherwise, we can also go to the cd bin dot slash sap up and reset. So sap up the reset. So OS level command also we can execute it here. That is also possible. So reset prepare. Remove the dead OS process. Internal list system already in or after downtime. So no reset is possible. Remove the dead OS process 3420. 3420. 3420. There is no process like this. 3420. System already in or after downtime. No reset possible. Okay. CPU. So I'm trying to delete the operating system level folders. So to see, you need permission to folder. Make the changes to the folder. Okay. Control. So full controlled by these folders. This is done. Normally this program will do the resetting the, so all the files and everything here. So that's what I am using here. No such file or directory. E drive USR SAP foot. E drive USR SAP. SAP foot. Yeah, what it is saying. Temp this file. Normally this is a different error. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to reset the upgrade actually. Yes, sir. SAP book temp PMP. Then inside of the temp folder, it is looking the one file here. Hmm. See, some data got written here, right? In that some data got written. Okay, so let me try to the import now the transport request here, right? So just click on the refresh button and it's reading the import queue. Okay, so select the request, click on the import button, right? So then go back and select the options here. So click on the import, right? So then click on the yes. Then again, still there is the issue. So there is a issue. What we can do now for now? Uh, Let me do the reverse order for NW1. We are importing to the NW1 now. So let's do the from NW1 to the NW1 to ECD here, right? Adjust the configuration here. So here, NW1, then ECD, then PRD, right? So this is done. So which means the request will come from the NW1 system to ECD to PRD. That is the navigation, right? So then like this, we'll see the connection test here, right? So now what you have to do, you need to do it in the NW1 system here. Now request you have to create in the NW1 system now here, right? So go to the SE01 transaction code here, click on the create button, customization request, normally request creation. So like this, we have to do it here, like so test one. So we are doing here now, right? Just click on the save button. Then it will create the main request, sub request here 318 318. See here, request got created. So 318 319 here. So then click on the release. The request is released. Then click on the release button. So the main request cannot be released during the upgrade. So there is a upgrade work is running here, which cannot be possible here, right? Wait for the upgrade to finish, or we can ask them to release the, we can then release the transport request. So someone doing something in the system which causing the issues. So they are spammer saying No reset possible. Spam and send. Spam and send also no updates. Queue is empty. No reset possible. So maybe restart. So that is only one thing here. So if you restart the system, so this will help us. So go to the, so let's see how many users are there. So people are using the users. Okay. So let me try to do the reset here. Restarting the system here. We do the restart of the system here. So then this will help us. Why? Because we tried all the ways here now. The only thing is restarting the system. So we done the reset. So reset created the some file here, right? Reset created the file also here, right? You see, reset created the file. So upgrade not is not resettable anymore. So nothing more. It's imported upgrade. So not resetting. So there is a something finished and nothing is done. Force option. Click and do the restart. Okay. So if you do the restart of the system, then sometimes this will help us to do this one. Okay. So what I will do, so let me check. So this type of issues, you see right now how the issues are coming now. So reset is not possible, upgrade. So so because of these things, we are unable to import the issues. We are unable to do it here, right? So that is the main thing here. So here, what we can do here. So I will do the restart. Maybe I need to inform to the all the users. So then we'll do the restart. Then we can do the import options. Import. We'll try to import. Meanwhile, so you please work on the how to create the request and how to release the request in the ECD. You can try to release and you can try to do this one, right? Request when it is created, then it is release the request. Then when you're releasing the request, the TR request means transport request will split into the two files, core files and data files that will be released here, right? So up to here, you can practice it here. Then I will check on this issue, what is happening here. I will fix that issue. Okay.
Sir, one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, when we go in ECD STMS, the in the starters it is showing different symbols. Can you explain?
Started, sorry.
In starters like STMS T code,
Uh,
the starters is showing different symbol
where it is showing the different
in ECD system STMS inside that.
ECD system status is showing different. Okay, STMS.
Yes,
Where is that? Where? This one? Hello?
yes, this one. This is showing cross.
That is means it's not updated. Cross means it's not updated. Just you need to do the refresh. That's it. Then it will come to the plus. So green status. If it's a green means that's fine. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So when you requested created and when you release the request, one request is in the import queue here, buffer request one, right? One request is in the buffer. One request is this is the request. So this request is waiting to be imported. This is called the import queue. So this is the status. It's in the green status here. Okay. So just to do the configurations and the creation of the request and release it, import we'll see tomorrow. Okay. So meanwhile, let me fix this issue. So, and we'll see tomorrow. Okay.